Hey, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And today we are playing through Blood from Ludus Magnus Studios. Blood is a game that is, it's a whole lot of things going on over here. This is a game that you can play as a one-shot. You can play it as a, I believe, story and or campaign. You can play it as well as a roguelite experience where you're going through a sequence of bosses and powering yourself up as you go. Today we're going to be playing through a single scenario. Not just that, but we're not even going to be going through the marketplace phase. Generally, this game is going to be divided up into the day phase and the night phase. The day phase is where you're going to be going through upgrading your characters, going through a full marketplace, things like that, and the night phase is where you're taking on a boss. For the sake of simplicity over here, we are simply going to be diving straight into the encounter over here, as you will. We'll be diving into all these various things. We have the boss, Razvan, we're fighting against. We have this entire board that's going to be tracking all the actions. We have the actual scenario set up over here, and then we have our 4 characters. We'll be controlling 2 characters each in this game. I should note, this is a sponsored playthrough, and we'll have a link to the crowdfunding campaign down below. I'll also say that this one is, well, rules-wise, it's a lot. There's a lot of very much prototype rules, which means we'll try to cover as much as we possibly can and try to be as accurate as we possibly can, but we will go ahead and pin any comments if we get anything wrong that is, well, is significant in any way, shape, or form.
There's a whole lot of game here.
There's a whole lot of game.
Makes it very complex and exciting, but there's a lot of games.
It's also very symbol-driven. It's very iconography-driven in the game, which means that we'll be trying to keep we'll be trying to give you the best experience we can. We'll do what we can over here. But with that, let's go ahead and dive into this. So I'll give you a brief overview over here of what's happening. So like I said already, when you play through this game, you're generally going to have a degree of building up your characters. You're not going to be seeing that this game. We just have our basic characters over here. We are fighting off against Razvan over here, and we're specifically fighting off against a level 1 Razvan, which means we need to go ahead and deal 2 wounds to the front of him and 1 wound to each of his sides. That's what we need to do to be able to take him out. Bosses are going to have different ways that they work in the game. They get different abilities or operations or even just levels to them. A level 4 Razvan will require 4 wounds to his front and 2 to each side. And keep in mind, he's operating with a defense of physical and mental defense of 9, which is incredibly intimidating. You don't even know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. But with that, that's the basic idea. We're trying to take him down. Additionally, we have this board over here. This board is going to give us the general sequence of play. We're going to have some core events or not really events, core objectives in play over here that give us things to do. They also give us rewards, which will give us marketplace economy to build up our characters in between rounds. But they also are clogging our action row, which means as we accomplish events, we get more actions for us as the players on this bottom row. When we're done taking all our actions, that's the 1 phase. We're going to follow the board over here, go to the 2 where we're going to deal with Razvan's actions, and you'll see how that plays out as we start playing. Finally, when you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and deal with the minion actions over here. So there's a whole lot of things that are happening in this game, a whole lot of things to track, enemies to fight, all that kind of stuff, but we'll start walking you through this. The general sequence of play is we're going to play cards. Those cards are going to generate threat. Enough threat will cause Razvan to play his own cards, and that's going to set up the sequence of our abilities, followed by his abilities, followed by the minions, as we try to do everything in this game. And we'll walk you through more as we start it. To that end, we're going to be starting with Otto over here. Otto's going to be...
And speaking of, I believe we need to move the token down.
We do need to move the token down because I had it set up from before.
Yes.
But we're going to start off with Otto over here. I'm going to my 2 characters are Otto and Radu. Who do you have?
Fatima and Anga.
And I'm going to try to go ahead and play a card. Now, again, I will try to keep this, let's see, well, we'll figure things out. We'll walk you through the
Otto
things.
Otto is the blue ring here.
Otto's going to be that guy, yep. And then we have Ratu next to him. No, actually, I think I messed up the colors.
That's Anga.
I think I messed up the colors. Well, actually, we'll do this soon, but you have I have your green tokens and purple tokens, vice versa. If you want to swap those characters.
Yeah, just swap the rings.
Yeah, no, not the rings, just past. Oh, you could swap. No, they have the cards and everything. No, 1 second. Did I do the cards right? I believe the cards are set up. Yep, just swap the characters.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, okay. And then we'll swap the tokens soon. But with that, let's go ahead. I'm going to play my first card, and you'll see how things work. I need to close the distance to start taking down enemies over here. I have a Corrupted Force card, which is very helpful once I start getting bitten, but I'm not being bitten quite yet. I could go ahead and do Shoulder Strike, which is not the worst. It might help taking things out. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with a strong Shoulder Strike card. So I'm going to play this card into the card row with Otto over here. And then we're going to go ahead and generate 4 threat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we've passed one of these markers over here, we're going to go ahead and play one of Razvan's cards into the card row. We're going to play Send to the Assault, which is actually an immediate card. This card is going to activate right away, which is a little unusual. Usually the cards are going to activate in their own sequence, but these ones operate right away. We'll mark that it's being done effectively. respectively, so we don't do it again later. He's going to go ahead and follow this iconography here. And again, iconography, very heavy iconography driven. I'll just be walking through what the cards do. But within range 0, he's going to convoke a character. So he's going to basically add a character to the game. So we're going to shuffle up these cards. We're going to play one down. We're adding a new minion. Can you put an executed on his square?
Oh my goodness.
An executed is going to look like this. They're going to be the little minions down there. Just look for the long one that has a giant spike through its throat. Yeah, that's the one. Giant spike through its throat.
I don't know how I feel about that. Where does he?
He goes onto Razvan Square. Then, additionally, each enemy within 0 to 1 from an enemy is going to go ahead and have to test against a bite. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's already attacking us right now. He's straight up attacking us.
Well, but that's 0 to 1, and that's no one?
0 to 1 from any enemy, not just from him. So 0 to 1 from any enemy, which means all of us are 0 to 1 from any enemy, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and resolve a test. So I'll go ahead and resolve my own over here. Otto is going to go ahead and test with his strength attribute. You can choose between his test of a strength, or I actually don't know the names of all the attributes, but if you can pass me a red and 2 blacks. Very often in the game, you're going to be taking tests, and the tests in the game are going to, well, if I fail this, I'll be taking a wound. So I'm going to go ahead and roll right now, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against there. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, and this is a 4-sided die. That's going to be 2 on the top over there. That's going to be a roll of 5, so I succeed. I do not get hit with a attack, and I'm going to use a test. Can I get 3 gray? 3 gray is going to be the strongest roll I can do. That's going to be a pretty decent chance against avoiding a bite. And we have 1, 2, what do we have there? 3, 4. Perfect. I am safe from both the bite and the thing over there. We're going to do the same thing with Rado over here, but he's going to roll a red and 2 gray because he's going to, again, save a test with his strength over here. And he's got 1, 2, 3, and he unfortunately missed on this one. So he only got 3, which means he is going to fail, and he's going to take that wound. So we're going to take one of his cards over here, and we're going to put it into his wound pile over here. That's going to represent, well, actually, wrong side. That's his discard side. We're going to put it on his wound side. On the other side, tucking it under the player board, that's going to be a card that potentially we can heal it later, but for right now, he's lost a card. And because he failed the roll, we're going to move up our insanity track, which is going to give us abilities later to re-roll or get free successes and things like that. We also have to test against the bite over here, which we're going to test, I guess we'll test 1 red and 2 gray again, using the third attribute. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We successfully avoid being bitten.
Wow.
And to you.
You are rolling pretty well.
Mostly decently, but to you on your cards.
So what attribute am I testing?
So you're going to be testing with Fatima, who's probably going to want to use her insight over here. The gray dice. In general, the sequence of dice, red are the worst, then black, then gray. So you can roll a red and 2 gray, assuming you want to.
Let's see.
Although it is a toss-up because you have to get 6 on that attribute. Or you can get 5 on the other attribute, but they're worse dice. So actually, it's a little harder decision there.
Let's try it.
Good luck with that. We got 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 is so close, but unfortunately, that is going to be a failure. You will take a move up 1 there, and 1 card gets tucked underneath the board as a wound.
Okay. And we don't even get to see what it is.
Honestly, I'm not even sure. I don't know if it'll matter enough for me. I don't know my deck well enough.
That's fair.
But then you go ahead and test for being bitten, so you're going to choose one of your lower 2 attributes.
Okay. And it's 4 or 5?
Yeah, it's going to be 4 on both. So the low attribute is going to be 4 either way, which means you probably want to roll the bottom one.
Right.
So 2 red and a gray.
Okay. Ugh, the D4s are hard to pick up.
Go ahead and roll. And we got
not
1.
good.
Not good.
I got a 1.
So you're going to get a bite. So we're going to grab a bite marker, and it's going to go on top of your things. Well, the good news is bites can power you up in some way. So they are going to make you...
And will this also go up again?
Yes, they'll go up again. Yep. Okay. And now you do your next character.
All right, now Anga. We're hoping she's going to do better. So she's rolling 3 red dice.
3 red dice. I don't even know if it's possible. You could get...
I would have to get 2, 2, and 2.
You get 2, 2, and 1 you could do if you want.
Yeah, that's fair, because it's either...
That's a 1 and a fail and a fail.
That's so bad.
So you're going to take a wound. This is not off to a great start, just for the record.
No.
But the good news is this card is going to weaken Razvan. One thing we haven't talked about is as cards enter the row, they're going to add negative modifiers. He's exerting himself, so his defense of 9 to physical attacks is now down to 8.
And then I'm going to test 3 gray.
That one's a lot more likely.
Ah.
We got, whoa.
I mean, these are all crazy touching things.
Sure, if you want to reroll them, you can reroll them.
That made it worse.
That's worse.
Ha ha ha.
You're going to go ahead and go up 1. You're going to get another bite marker.
Great.
And you go up 1 on your insanity track. That's the result of that card. Lots of bad things just happened to us because we didn't have a chance to clear the board before that card came out. Well, that's basically my turn. I played my first card. I'm going to go ahead and look at my next character over here. I didn't resolve the card yet. I just played the card. That's the tricky part. So right now what I did is Shoulder Strike is he's going to give a boost to all physical attacks from anyone within 0 to 1 of him. So I need to play through that and be mindful of that as I go. So I kind of want to make sure I'm getting some physical attacks in here. But honestly, I probably should have looked at my hand more. I don't have a ton of physical attacks. I don't have a ton of options over here. I could do that followed by that. In fact, I think I will. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to go ahead and play this card down here, which is going to increase that by 2, 1, 2, putting another card into play. But then we're also going to go ahead and we're going to place another card because of the symbol over here where I can chain a card. That's going to set me up for 2 card plays over there. It's going to generate another 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe now it's your turn.
All right.
Now, card draw in this game does not come naturally. You have to either use abilities or take a rest turn where you'll exhaust your character. Yeah, I'm generally going to be trying to be mindful of what sequence of different things are going to be coming into play. Right now, our 2 groups are a little further apart, but if Meg could go ahead and close this into auto, she would benefit from that additional grade dice on melee attacks as well. I should note, dice upgrades in this game don't really give you you can go whenever you're ready.
I'm going to play Trigger Shot.
Okay. So that's going to be Tracer Shot. Going to be 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sorry, Tracer Shot.
And putting another card onto the board. That's going to be another Vicious Bite. 2 Vicious Bites in a row. So we want to keep in mind that he's going to be running to the furthest character with the furthest character away with fewest bites and then attacking. So we need to try to be mindful of him.
Yeah.
The plus side is your characters are not in contest because you don't have the fewest bites.
Yeah, we have bites already.
Okay, and with that, we're going to go ahead. We've now cleared out the board, which means now we're going to go towards the resolution phase. So starting off with Otto over here, he's going to go ahead and take his first turn. He can go ahead and flip one of these face down, which he's going to do in order to, it's going to be he's going to be basically giving up a resource there in order to step 2. Now with stepping 2, I do think, I'm trying to debate whether it's worth, because right now I'm mindful that he has a modifier of +1 on Radu, but he needs to maintain that distance. So the question is, how do I want to handle this over here?
We do want to take out all of these guys.
We do. I'm trying to debate whether I want to rush past it and deal with it there.
Right.
What I think I might do, I want to start off early trying to take out some of these tombs over here. Because right now for the Cursed Tomb action, I have to test on... It's not great, honestly. Otto's not great at testing those things. It might be better for Radu to go ahead and do that. Or 4 on the insight. Yeah, either way, Radu's better on the test. So I'm going to hold off and let Radu do the testing over here. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and move forward. So we're going to go ahead and take this character. We're going to step 1 over here. I don't know if I need to go ahead and do more than that. I think it's good enough to do that. Mm-hmm. And so what we're going to do is we did that. We move step 2. And then we can execute this over here. Although I want to take a look at my abilities here. I could just step 1 as well. And I could do an Executioner's Axe. Oh, that could be useful. You know what, let's go ahead and do that. So I think I actually will go ahead and step 2. So I'm going to step 2, offhand over there. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my ability over here to do a test, trying to take that person out. I'm going to be testing, or actually I want to use my Executioner's Axe. She's weaker. She has a defense of 2. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and attack her. I'm going to use my Executioner's Axe, where I'm going to flip this, giving up another one of those, and then going ahead and flipping this card and doing an attack at range 0. So I'm going to do a basic melee attack at range 0, and he's going to be able to upgrade that. So I'm going to have 2 red dice and a gray dice because I'm benefiting from my my card over there. So I can have 2 red dice. And we're attacking the witch over there, and we're trying to basically get
You gotta really shake it.
Yeah, we're trying to get to at least a 2. She only has 2 physical defense, so not that much to go ahead and go through. And we got all 3 X's.
Yeah,
Every last one of those was an X. So that was not the best over there.
No.
We'll go ahead and do a basic physical attack over here. So we're going to go do our other second attack. So that was our axe over there. Mark of the Ancients will give us +1 success, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and use this over here. We're going to do a basic physical attack testing this attribute. So we're rolling a red. We're going to upgrade a red to a gray, and can I have 2 black?
Alright.
So we're trying to take her out still, which is, I mean, harder than I thought it was, but that is what it is. And we got 3 hits over there.
Beautiful.
So 2 X's but 3 hits. That's going to kill her. She's going to die and be off the board. So 1 character down at the very least. So we are starting to clear things up. A drop, but a drop is it.
And he is an executioner, so he is doing what he should be.
To an extent, but he failed the first time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then we're going to go ahead and mark the card as resolved. So let's go ahead and mark the card as resolved. It's done over there. We're going to move on to Radu over here. He's going to take his actions. So he can step 2 and then place traps. So I think we're going to go ahead and... maybe we'll go ahead and go into Razvan's spot. That could be a little pushy, but I'm not against it. You know what? We're going to be doing a step 2. We could do a push as well. I don't know how I want to handle this. You know? Okay, let's go ahead and step 2. So we're going to go 1 over here. You know, we'll just step here. We'll just take this guy out if we can. We're going to be doing an attack over here. +1 with that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay, so we're walking into the square over here. We're going to try to take down the warden. We're going to do a basic step 1. Then we're going to place 2 traps within range 0 to 2. So I'm placing some traps on the board, which are going to be very helpful as players start stepping into various squares. So we're going to drop a trap over here, as well as it's in range 0 to 2. You know, we'll go ahead and drop a trap over here, because then if anyone enters that square, we can take them out as well.
Lovely.
Then, although I have to do an attack, range 0 for one of my traps, I'll drop a trap in my square. So I'm going to actually drop this trap over here. So that's going to be our first action over here. So twice we place down a trap. I'm also going to go ahead and take this action where I can go ahead and I can push an enemy, but I'm going to skip that. I do not want to push the enemy. I want to attack the enemy. So I'm going to skip the first action and go straight to an attack within range 0 from one of my traps. And I'm going to be rolling on this attribute, but I get +1 boost from Otto's ability. So I need a red, a black, and a gray.
Wow. Okay.
And the problem is I'm trying to hit against the 3 over here, which is the tricky part. Now, the good news is I do have a reroll save, so that's going to be an option. I also have stuffed arm where I can place a trap. I have hollow pumpkin, which is how I explode traps. And I have puppet boots, which is going to help me move. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4,
Amazing.
5, 6, 7. That is about as good as you can get.
Unreal.
It's almost good enough.
Yeah, it's almost as good
I could have
as you
attacked
can
Razvan. I could have attacked Razvan with that.
You should have.
I mean, there's no way we've known. So we demolished that guy. We stepped on him
But
completely
you've been
and
rolling
totally.
really well this whole time. I think you should start doing that.
I am
All
wary
right,
of
so
that.
we are 1 down as well for that.
We're 1 down on what?
The objective.
We are 1 down on the objective, yes. So we haven't talked heavily about the objectives. We have 4 different objectives. I'm actually about to do one of them again right now. But one of them is Silent Guardians. We have to take out the 3 wardens that are in play. The 3 wardens that are on the board. In fact, you know what we should probably do? We should probably put these facing down over here so players can see them. But
Players.
so viewers can see them. That makes sense to take those off as well. Yeah, just so you can have a better overhead view of what's going on the table. But basically, we took out 1 warden as well as 1 witch so far. Now, many of the enemies are not actually going to hurt you. Razvan's going to hurt you. The wardens are going to hurt you. A lot of the enemies are just there to get in your way and make it easier for Razvan to attack you. Now, before Radu's turn is done, what we are going to do, I could do the stuffed arm. I may as well do the stuffed arm. I may as well get a trap out. There's no downside to it. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the stuffed arm to put a trap at range 0 to 1, and I'll pop a trap in here as well. So we're just getting traps all over the place. Now, my hollow pumpkin is I can only really execute 1 trap per turn unless I have other cards that do so. So this is a limit to how beneficial it is, but it doesn't cost me to get the trap out. But what I will do as well is we're going to go ahead and activate one of the event abilities. Basically, these abilities over here, or these objectives, we have 4 different objectives. We have Silent Guardians, where we have to take out the 3 wardens. We have Cursed Tomes, we have to destroy the 3 tomes. We have Show Off, where you have to have 2 cards in the row. Oh, I can do this. I can do Show Off. I might do Show Off over here.
Well, that sounds like that's something you would do.
We have Show Off over
well.
here. Show Off
you just rolled the best I've ever seen.
That is pretty intense over there. So Show Off basically is you have to have 2 of your cards in the activation row, and then you can go ahead and do it. If I succeed, I might do this though. I might go ahead and do this.
I think you should.
And lastly, we have Test Mausoleum, which you have to go ahead and test the Mausoleum itself to try to basically get in the Mausoleum. And I should have had Otto do it. Should I retroactively have Otto do it?
I think so. I think he would have.
I'm not going to. It might change things because it can spawn a baddie.
Okay,
so
yeah,
I'm not
no.
going to.
Then no,
Okay,
no.
so I'm going to go ahead and do some of these effects over here. So we're going to go ahead and try Cursed Tomes. I'm going to go ahead and advance this by 2, 1, 2. And I'm going to do Cursed Tomes over here. I'm going to test this tomb over here. And I'm going to test it using this top attribute. So 2 reds and a gray. Which doesn't seem great. But honestly, I don't know if it's... Nope, now I'm going to do the next one. I'm going to do 2 blacks and a red. I think it's better because I only need 4 successes on this one. I need 4 successes. If I fail, I will convoke an undead in my spot. That's the problem. So if I don't get this right, I do have reroll.
One reroll?
I do have reroll. So I'm going to go ahead and roll. I'm trying to get at least 4 over here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Gosh.
Yeah, we got 5 over there. So we are good. So we're going to go ahead and put one of our markers over there on the tomb, and that's going to mark that we've done one of the 3 tomes. If once we've done all of them, we're going to be done over there. And then I'm going to try to activate show off as well. Now, over here, when you activate this is not a cost you must pay. It's a consequence. Meaning, in other words, I can only move this one, but that's allowed. It's totally fine to only move it once. It just means Razvan's going to be, oh, do I want to do it?
Yeah.
Do we want Razvan activating again this round?
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, because then we don't know when it's going to happen again.
But we can do it. We can wait till next turn. Do we want to full another Razvan card in play?
Do it!
Okay, we're going to do it. It's the tricky part. So we're going to go ahead and do it over here. We're going to... Fine.
If you decide against it, I believe you.
The main reason...
I choose chaos.
Well, that I know. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do it one more time. We're going to try to activate show off. So we're going to move it up 1, which means we are going to have another Razvan's card come into play. That's going to be another Whirlwind of Blood, which I'm actually happy you chose that because that does not have a negative modifier. So we got that out of the way, and hopefully next turn we can slap him in the face a little harder.
Beautiful.
But in any case, we're going to do show off over here. If you have at least 2 of your cards in the chain, you can test. I'm going to test against this one over here. So we're going to do 2 gray and a red. Can I have another gray? And I need to get at least a 3 on this. And we're going to roll. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you succeed, place a lock on this card. So there we go ahead and done. And once we get 2 locks on the card, we'll be done on that over there. And that's basically going to be my turn, which means I think I am done with everything over here. I think I'm done with all this stuff over here, which means I believe it is going to be your turn to start taking turns with Fatima.
Yes. I now have Tracer Shot.
Yep.
So, Fatima is going to do Tracer Shot. So first, she is going to be able to flip one of her tokens. And I don't know. Should I start from the back?
It doesn't really matter.
I would put this on a bit one.
Well, so when you place a bite out, you can place it on any of your tokens, but once the bite's out there, you can't flip that token. So you kind of want to flip tokens early because you can place the bite on the flip token later.
Right. So I will do that and step 2. But I think I'm only going to step 1. I think I'm going to go up to here to stay just a little bit further away from everything. And then, I don't know,
Now, so you do have some slight things going on over here. Tracer Shot is going to be range 1, not range 0 to 1. So it's going to be range 1. And more importantly, the Witch over here, her ability is any character on her tile gets -1 success to each test. Now, you could step past the Witch entirely. You could step over directly past the Witch and go directly to the Warden. But then the problem is who you're shooting. You could shoot the Witch, I guess, yeah.
That's fair, but I think we want to take out the Warden. Now, I do have my Longview Serum, so I could stay where I am and not move and opt to just shoot the Warden, right? And then I wouldn't flip a token?
You would not.
Because I'd skip that whole action? Yeah. Okay, so I think maybe I'll try that. So I'll stay here, and I will still attack him, but I will use this, so I'll have to flip this.
So that adds +1 range to your attack, and you're already dealing with range 1, so you have a range 2 attack.
Alright, and I am testing with 2 red and a black.
Yep. And you're attacking against a defense of 3. You will not be negatively affected by the Witch's modifier. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
you got it.
Beautiful.
Perfect. So that's going to take out the Warden. If you want to grab him off the board, he is now dead. We have a dead Warden over there.
So that's 2. And then I can still test for this?
You absolutely can. You can go ahead and do the Cursed Tomes action.
Okay. And what am I testing?
So you're going to be testing either of your top 2 attributes, but your second attribute would be a test of 4. So it's probably much better there.
Yes. Alright. So I'll test that, which is a red and 2 gray dice.
And you're just trying to get 4 on these dice. And if you fail, you will convoke an enemy.
I think I'm going to start rolling into the dice tray. Okay. I feel like if they're bumped a little bit, I'm just not sure about it. You know? I don't know.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the way to do it. It's the dice tray. That's the dice tray.
5.
That's 5. Okay, great. Now
I take one of my tokens and I put it on here?
Yeah, and once we get each of those having a token...
wrong person.
Once we have all 3 of those tomes done, which means we have 1 more to go, we will accomplish that quest and be able to... Maybe, depending on how you do things, you might be able to do all of them, and we can play more cards this round. We'll see.
We shall see.
Anyways,
but I believe that's everything for that.
Okay. So, that's right, you're not doing your next person. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I believe that's everything we can do so far.
This is not going to be... We're not going to be taking out these events this round.
That's what I was saying, is we got to work toward them.
Yeah,
I thought, did you not take one out?
I did one, but we need multiple. We need multiple pings.
Yeah.
We did not fully... I probably should have had auto test against one of those. I didn't have him test because I thought he'd fail, and I'm worried about convoking more enemies on the board. So the good news is we actually haven't...
Could he not have also tested this one?
I have to double check, but either way, we don't have multiple enemies on the board, so it's not the worst.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, I think we're going to go ahead and... That's the round. Oh, well, that's not the round. That's not the round. That's our turns. The enemies get to go. So, we resolve this card over here. We can mark this card as resolved, and we can go ahead and go to the enemy, to Razvan. He's going to start with Whirlwind of Blood. So, he's going to go ahead, and he's going to be targeting the tile that is the furthest away that has the most enemies. So, that's going to be, I believe, up there. So, he's going to turn and charge into that spot. And turning is important. He needs to go ahead, turn, and charge him to the center of the spot, facing the enemies. And push go 1 and 2, push your enemies further back. There we go. He's facing them effectively. Okay. That's going to be his charge. Then each enemy within 0 to 1, which is both of you guys, are going to test against a mental attack. You're going to be testing either either of your bottom 2 attributes. Well, that's not good. This Whirlwind of Blood's not great, actually.
Okay. And the black dice are better?
The black dice are worse. The gray dice the best.
Yeah?
I believe so. I could be wrong, but I've been operating that way. Well, the black dice over here it's an 8-sided die. Maybe I'm wrong. 8-sided die.
I think black seems better.
Oh, the black is so much better than the gray. What have I been doing? What have I been doing? I think they're better now.
Hard mode. Okay, well, either way, I got 2.
2 successes. So you are going to fail, unfortunately.
For her. But then I should test for her.
Well, you could choose to do reroll if you want. You do have a reroll.
That's fair.
But you'd have to pull this all the way back. And the question is, do you care? Now, you do have 2 successes on this one, which is a good start. So the question there...
Yeah, sure.
If you
so
reroll,
I pay both and then reroll both dice?
You can reroll any ones that you want. So you can reroll these two. You need to get at least 3, though. You got 2. You do have this if you want to reroll that, too.
Oh, my gosh.
You can reroll the last die.
Okay, I'll do it. So I'll use my ancestral strings to reroll this one.
And that's not the best odds, we can see. That's
doesn't...
2 successes. 2 successes, if you want to count that.
Sure, it counts. Definitely counts.
With the amount you paid for it, I say you earned that.
That's fair.
So yeah, you go ahead and you will not get a wound in that one.
Okay.
Which means now we go ahead and test your other character, test Anga.
Okay, and I'm testing the bottom 2?
Yes, so again, you could either do 3 gray or a red and 2 black.
That's tricky. I think I'll do the red and 2 black.
I should note that if you test against the 3 gray, you only need 4 successes, not 5.
Oh, it's... Okay.
Yeah, different attributes will often have different requirements.
Then I will do the gray.
Okay.
Ah, ooh, ooh, ooh.
So 4 successes, and you got 1, 2, 3.
She can reroll.
Oh, you can also just pay the success. You have a guaranteed success there. So that marker is going to be, if you pay that in, you get a guaranteed success.
For the paying 1.
Well, you have to retreat to the beginning. You have to move it to the beginning. You always cash into the beginning. The 3 options are a reroll, guaranteed success, guaranteed 2 successes. So you can add that success over here, and that means you succeed, and he did not attack either of you, which is great. Worked perfectly.
I think he did.
Well, I mean, it's a matter of opinion. Then we're going to do Vicious Bite. He's now going to activate his Vicious Bite, which means he's going to target the enemy who is the furthest away, I believe. No, the enemy infinite range. Oh, yeah, okay. Enemy infinite range with the fewest bite tokens, who's the furthest. Which means both of these are going to be equally eligible. I think I'll have him go ahead and attack Radu over here. Now, part of the thing that's interesting over here is right about now, we could, in theory, have him execute on one of his traps. He's now stepped into zones with traps.
Yes.
We could have the traps go boom. The problem is the traps are kind of weak. They only roll 3 red dice, which means best case scenario, I can get 6, which honestly would be enough to kill him. But I'd have to have the best result in all 3 red dice. So I'm going to save my trap ability for hopefully that warden who's going to step into my zone at some point. Okay. But anyways... Because of that, he steps into my zone, so he charged towards me. That's going to Vicious Bite over here. He's then going to target the enemy who has, in the zone, he's going to target the enemy who has the fewest bites and the most health, but it's only one enemy, it's me. And he's going to go ahead and do an attack over here. Me. So what he's going to do is he's going to do a melee attack, and he's going to, do I get, interesting. Do I have that's a melee test. Shoulder strike counts as a melee test. Interesting. So I get melee defense too. Good to know. Alright, I'm just benefiting from this ability over here. Any case, over here, he's going to push me. If he succeeds, he's going to push and bite me. And I'm testing against either of these 2 attributes, the top 2. So I'm going to roll the 2 blacks and a red. Can I get 2 blacks and a red? I need to get at least 5 on that roll. Okay, so we get a 5 on this roll, hopefully. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wow.
5, 6. So
you were on fire.
he will not hit me on that card. Then he's going to do the exact same thing. He's actually going to escape 1, so he's going to retreat. But then we're going to do the exact same thing once again and have him once again walk into my zone over there and do the exact same thing with his second card.
Could we choose for him to target
We could choose to target differently if we want, but I do think defensively, I think I'm better primed to handle it because I can get 5 on these dice. So I'm going to roll again. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now we have 4, which is not enough to succeed. I could go ahead and do the reroll. I will go ahead and do the reroll.
Yeah,
so I'm going to cash my reroll over here, and I'm going to... the problem is, like, the reroll, how I'm going to cash it? I'm going to cash it in. We're going to go reroll, and we got... Oh, that was worse. Oh, wait, 2. We got 2 in that. That's 5.
Oh, my gosh.
Did I just get 2?
Goodness, yeah.
Wow. That's cool. So
that's cool.
We're going to go ahead and do that. We succeed on that roll, which means once again, he's going to, again, retreat over here, and we're going to mark that card off as done, which means all the enemies have now gone. It's time to go ahead and handle the Warden is next. So the Warden's going to go. He's going to target the tile with the most enemies within range 0 to 2. That means he's going to go straight to, he can't make his way all the way up to the top corner, so he's going to simply walk down into this square over here. The problem is, as soon as he does so, he's going to step into this square over here, which means we can have Radu activate his hollow pumpkin.
Yeah.
So he's going to flip
pumpkin?
this. It's little pumpkins. Yeah, it's a little pumpkin trap.
I love it.
He's going to flip this, rolling 3 dice. It is a physical attack. No, it's a mental attack. Ooh. So the good news is he only has defensive 2 on mental attacks, but we need 2 more red dice. So we're doing 3 red dice, a defensive 2, and hopefully killing that Warden over there. And we got 1, 2. Ah, no. No.
You got rerolls?
I don't think I do.
Shucks.
I don't think. I mean, I've been rolling fine until now, but the cool thing, if I had succeeded, we would have had a cleared card slot. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
These poor unfortunate souls. Anyways, so the Warden is going to go ahead now and be able to finish his attack off. So he's now going to go ahead and target the enemy in his zone with the most health, inflicting 1 wound to the target. Oh, that's just straight up a wound. We don't have a choice. There's no roll. You simply take a wound on Otto over here. So Otto's going to go ahead and take a wound, marking that off as such. Then we're going to have the Witch activate. We have the Witch activate up over there. She's going to go ahead and target the closest enemies within 0 to 3. So she's going to move up to your square. She's simply going to move into it. And she doesn't do anything. She just moves into your square. But remember, you roll fewer successes in her zone.
Right.
Then we're going to have the executed move. They're going to, again, target the closest enemies 0 to 3. There's a tie, so we can choose either. His ability is the enemies in that zone cannot perform steps and runs. He basically traps enemies in his zone, making him his own threat. But what we can do... No, I already did the trap. Never mind. Can't activate the trap. Has about to be like, has about to have him step into a trap again. Oh, this trap is gone.
Yeah.
This trap did detonate.
We have a trap, it's just not where he is.
I think I will have him walk into Otto's zone, because I don't think it makes a strong defense. Otto's zone. That's the point. So we're going to have him walk over there. Again, does not attack, he just stops Otto from moving. And that's going to be the round. At this point, we're going to decay the traps. Traps in general will last 2 rounds. The first round they are in play, second round they decay, and then they're gone. So they have a limited shelf life because they're pumpkins. They spoil.
That makes sense.
All traps decay. Just the pumpkins are thematic in this case. Anyways, that's going to be round 1, which means we're going to go ahead and clear the board off. We're going to take our tokens off, getting these back. The first player this round is going to be Anka over there. The cards that you used are going to go to your discard, not your wound pool. So they're not permanently gone. They're going to your discard. And you'll get them back later if you reshuffle. The enemy's cards, though, unfortunately, are also primed over there. Now, you've seen in general how these successes work, about how hard it can be. Keep in mind, the enemy, Razvan, has a physical defensive 9 and a mental defensive 9. The good news is, he does suffer from exertion by playing out his cards, so we are a little bit primed to be able to take him out. But right now, this is the current situation. And starting with you, I believe you can go ahead and take the first turn. I don't believe there's any events that happen. Oh, but we recover our events, our items. I'll start thinking through Otto's turn over here.
All right. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with Anka. I know that I want to try to test with her to try to get as far as possible. Which means I would like to move with her. I think that my best bet for that then is to do this. So I'm going to play Pilgrimage with her.
Pilgrimage. Pilgrimage is going to start out. We're going to reset this token. We're going to move up 2, 1, 2, and the first card from Razvan is going to come out. It's going to be a 0. Sanguine Command, another immediate effect over here. So, this card over here, right away, first of all, we're going to check this. If there are at least 10 contagion placed on Razvan's Nemesis card, the enemies are defeated, which is not there. We don't have any. At the beginning of the cleaning phase, places a card Oh, 1 second. Okay, we didn't do this part. At the beginning of the cleaning phase, place on this card a number of contagion tokens equal to the bites owned by the hero with the most bites. So,
1.
Basically 1. But that's one of the reasons you don't want to get bitten over here is because when Sanguine Command comes out, if there are ever 10 contagion placed on this card, we're defeated. So you do have to be mindful of the bites. They do have a negative effect. But then past that, each enemy that is in each hero that's in range 0 to 1 from an enemy is going to be attacked. Again, why does he keep getting that right away? Those cards coming out right away before we can react to do anything. But that means all of us are within range 0 to 1 because the witch stepped into our zone. So once again, let's go ahead and have us resolve this left to right. Now they're all going to be 5s over here, so just roll your best dice. I'm going to roll 2 blacks and a red. Can I get a red for Otto? Otto's going to roll, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, 4 is not enough. I don't have anything that can modify it, so I will go ahead and take a wound. I also failed a check, so we're going to move that up there. Then we're going to have Rado activate. He's going to roll similarly, the exact same roll. Again, trying to get a 5. And we are going to get a 1, 2, 3, and again, take a wound. So we're going to move that up. We are just slowly having ourselves depleted over here. And then on to Fatima.
Okay. And I can test either of those?
Yeah, either 2 gray and a black. Sorry, 2 gray and a red.
I'll do this. It's not great for me. These are not easy tests for me.
That's a 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
So.
Yep.
I'll take a win.
And you go up on your insanity track.
Okay. And then for Anka, let's see. It would be 4 for the bottom one?
You're rolling 3 dice either way. You're rolling 3 reds.
No, I'm trying to get a 4 though.
You're trying to get 5.
Oh, 5.
So in either way, you're rolling 3 reds.
Oh.
Now this card is going to be resolved in a second, so that's the good news, but nonetheless, not the best. It's 1, 2, 2. So again, you get 2. That's
it would
4
have been
wounds.
A miracle. 4
wounds. The good news is no bites. No bites. So at least we didn't have that negativity happening our way. Then we go ahead to, I think it's your card, so it's going to be Otto's card. Otto is still trying to think through what he wants to do. Because we are starting to close the distance, but not quite as much as I'd like. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's interesting. I kind of like that. Okay. I can work with this for right now. I'm going to go ahead and play this card over here. I'm simply going to go up 1. I'm going to try to have Razvan do as little as possible and play crowd control. Abyssal Gaze over here is going to help us by helping us draw cards.
Okay.
Okay. And that's my turn. Oh, and it's to Rado's turn. Rado might try to stick with the theme then. If we're trying to, you know what? I think we're going to play a low-key round this time. Do we want to take anyone out at all? I mean, I still have my Executioner's Axe, so I could go ahead and take out the Guardian, or try to at least. And I can't, the problem is the stepping situation. I can't really move, at least not right now. So that is what it is.
I think taking out that guy would be very important.
I'm going to play Stealthy Step. I'm going to play Stealthy Step over here, and we're going to go ahead and move this up 2. 1, 2. And that's it.
Alright. And then for Fatima, I'm going to have her play, let's see, a lot of her cards do set up people in the future, but I think it is what it is.
You have a 0 card?
I do.
Because if you play the 0 cost card, he won't activate at all.
Yeah.
Up to you again. We could be completely in control
But
of
that's
his
also my +1.
That's up to you.
I don't know.
We also could just simply choose not to play a card.
I can just choose not. I would do that instead.
So then do that. So you'll start next round, and he won't be able to do more.
Yeah.
So realistically, if we do just take out the Warden, we don't suffer any negative effects right now.
Beautiful.
Which is not the worst. But I believe you'll be starting this round.
Okay.
And we still could try to take out the various tomes.
I might need to take my card.
I might be wrong as well, because if we want to activate any of these, it depends on how we do things. Do
we want to change anything?
Well, no, not as if, I guess the question before you choose not to play a card is, do we want to activate any of these? Because if so,
I think I'm going to be getting this one with Anka.
So then go ahead and play a card, because we may as well, if we track that we're going to be here, you could play a card up to 3 and still not do anything.
Okay.
So I think it makes sense to...
and that was for Fatima that we were...
Yeah. We're up to Fatima's turn. Okay. So any card up to 3 and we still will only trigger 1 more enemy card. 1 more Razvan card.
Okay. I don't want to do anything too good. We'll do this. Like, I can do something crazy? Can I do a 4?
A 4 would mean he's going to activate twice.
Is that too much?
It's up to you. It means he'll get a full extra active. Also, that the top action there requires you have 2 bites.
Okay. You're right. Well, I don't care. Well, I do care about that.
Yeah, some of the cards have actions on them that will basically, if you have bites on you, you'll be able to do more. All right, acrobatic dash. So we're gonna go ahead and activate pilgrimage for Anka.
Okay, so I believe I'm going to be moving. Yep. So I'm going to step 2.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have her go 1, 2.
You know, I realized, by the way, not that it was relevant because we all took wounds anyway, but you had the witch on you, which means all your rolls had -1 success as well.
Oh, that's fair.
I forgot about that.
That's fair.
The witch is like annoying. They're just kind of there.
Yeah, that would have been much worse. Okay, so then I believe within 0 to 2, I can place one of my...
Twice. So twice you can place a trap. Not a trap. It's not a trap. Those symbols are going to help you power up your other actions. So there can be things like healing or card draw based on those symbols on the board.
So I'm going to put one where he is.
Okay.
And I guess I'll put one where I am for
Seems
now.
reasonable enough.
And then I'm also going to test for this.
Okay.
So, which one am I testing?
You're going to be testing either of, let's see, it's Cursed Tome. You're testing either of your top 2 attributes, a 5 on your top one or a 4 on your second one.
Okay, well, my top 2 are both 3 of these.
You can do a 4. I believe in you.
We'll see.
That was a 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, it was the most horrible.
You do technically have reroll if you want to. You can reroll all.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
It's like, I mean.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? That was so horrible.
It was a little depressing.
It's worth rerolling all of them.
We have 1, 2.
Oh my gosh,
we have
just
1
one.
success. Yeah.
Okay, I failed. I'm a failure.
Oh, now because you failed, you're going to convoke an enemy. So an enemy is going to pop onto that spot. So we're going to draw a card. It's going to go onto your spot. We have the Night Flock. You want to put a flock of bats onto your zone?
I'm making sure I couldn't have rerolled somehow. But no.
You want to put a flock of bats on your zone.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I might be slightly mistaken. 1 second. I don't know if we have any undead left. We don't. So, I think you have to put an execute on your zone. Specifically, this is going to be a specific convoking.
I see.
So, meaning when you spawn an enemy, you can either spawn from a class or just a random card. In this case, the only undead cards we have are already in play, so we're going to put an executed token, another one of these guys, onto your zone.
Okay.
So now you can't move again.
Great.
Okay.
Alright. And I believe that was all anyway.
Alright, so Otto's going to go over here. He does have plus modifiers to any... Oh, interesting. He has plus modifiers to all tests next to him. So right now, anyone who's testing any attribute for either of those are going to do better for attacks, physical or mental. But for right now, what he's going to do is he's going to try to wipe out the... I think we're going to try to wipe out the undead. I think it makes the most sense. So we're going to go ahead and have... Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. So what we'll do is we're going to have... he's going to attack with his 3 dice over here. So he's going to do 3 physical dice. We're going to upgrade one of these. So we're going to do 2 red and a gray. Can I have a gray die? Mm-hmm. And what we're doing is we're using our Executioner's Axe. We're powering it up with this over here. We're going through our resources pretty quickly, but we are hopefully taking on an Executioner. We need to get 3 successes, and we do have reroll of 1. So there is that.
All right, let's see.
The question is, how badly do I want to succeed here? Because I could also pay...
Most.
I don't... Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm going to pay for Mark of the Ancients over here to basically... Because I want to take out the Executioner. He won't attack us over here. I'm paying a full extra resource and flipping a card, but I get +1 success over here. And we got 1, 2... I'm going to use the reroll because those are all terrible. This one over here... Do I want the 1 success in there? Because I only need 1 other success in these. How bad are those?
I feel like I have one other. I would just roll the other two.
Okay, fine. We'll go ahead and roll these 2 over here. And we've got a success. Boom. So 1, 2, plus the 3 from the guaranteed means the warden is going to be dead. So this card is going to be out because he's now dead. Actually, I think the card stays in play in case things want to spawn him. But he's now out of play. The warden's dead. And more importantly, we've just accomplished
3 of them.
Silent Guardians over here. There are no of these on the map. So we're going to go to our little wagon over here. And we're going to gain resources. We're going to get 3 of these gems. And we're going to get 1 of the coin. Now, I don't think you're going to be seeing these being spent right now. This is going to be more for the in-between phase, but still worth tracking so you have a sense of how you gather resources to be able to build yourself up in between scenarios. And so this card is going to be gone, which means next round we can now play an extra card onto that spot as well.
We can do so much more now.
I can do more than that. Then I can do my cards over here. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to target myself and draw 1. So I'm going to draw a card from my deck, which means I get a card into my hand. And then I could target each person within 0 to 1 is going to draw 2. So he's going to draw 2 into his hand, and I will draw 2 as well. That's a great card to play if everyone is around me, honestly, because it would be better if Fatima had been near me, not Fatima, Anka. But it is what it is. We got that. And now it's going to be, it's on to Radu. Radu's going to go ahead and take his turn. So Radu's going to step 2 over here. Then draw 1 and then place a trap. So not a ton going on, but I still want to go ahead and place a few things. So we will go ahead and, you know what, we're going to test this over here.
I think that's a good idea.
Also, I think we may have forgotten to do this. I think we may have forgotten to play a card. When you played a card, we should have put one of his cards in play. And then when you tested, we should have put nothing else, but I should have moved it with 2. And now we're going to go ahead and have he's going to test again, 1, 2, but it's still not enough to push it up. So we're going to try to destroy the tomb over here, and we're going to do that using 2 blacks and a red. Can I get 2 blacks? Mm-hmm. So we're going to roll. We're trying to get at least a 4 over here, and we got, wow.
Terrible.
That is abysmal. I do have a reroll. I'm going to use it.
I'm
going to reroll all of it because that was just abysmal.
Get rid of it.
We're trying to get at least a 4 over here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and put a marker on the tomb, and that means it is the third tomb. So Cursed Tombs is done. We can remove this card, and we're going to get 4 gems and 2 coins on this market board.
MVP, Rado.
Yeah, Rado's doing a lot. Okay. 4 gems and 2 coins. We now have more resources to spend when we get up to the market phase, to the day phase. But in the meantime, we've done that action, and he's not done yet. He can still go ahead and move. So he's going to step into this zone over here. Then he's going to go ahead and have himself draw a card. And then we're going to place a trap at distance 0. So placing a trap where I am doesn't really help me that much. But you know what? I think I'm going to do it anyway because I guess it saves us because it's going to stay for another round effectively. Right. All right, that's my turn. I'm done.
Okay.
I could do stuffed arm. Yeah, let's do stuffed arm. I'm going to place another trap. I'm going to cast stuffed arm over here to go ahead and place another trap over here into this zone. I'll place it over here into this zone. Maybe I can kill the witch when she steps in there. If she steps in there.
That's fair.
Okay. To you.
Alright, so I was going to test for these, but that's already done. So basically the things that we're testing for are done besides the mausoleum, right? Yeah. So I have step 3. Should I start moving in exactly where he is?
I'd move in, yeah.
On him?
Moving to his square is not necessarily a bad thing, because, if we're all concentrated, right now he's going to be attacking, oh, wait 1 second, so let's take a look what he's doing. He's going to be targeting the, for any range, the square with the most enemies, and then the fewest bites. So right now, and then he's going to be attacking all the people on his square. So I think it doesn't make sense to go ahead and concentrate. It makes sense to move. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense to be all in the same space, because then we'll have more attacks.
Alright, so I'm going to move to here.
Yep.
And then, should I test for the mausoleum thing?
You could. It will mean he draws another card.
Oh, then I won't.
Yeah.
I won't. So that's it.
Right now, there is an interesting pacing. Yeah. Now that we're unlocking more card spots.
It feels safer to wait.
Next turn, we can basically go ahead and play 6 cards and have a bunch of things.
With more intention.
Yeah. It'll be like a very, very strong next turn. Mm-hmm. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and activate his turn. So we've done all our cards over here. We have not been marking them. That's fine. We're going to go over here and activate this card. He's going to target the person with the fewest bites, with the spot with the most people, which we all have an equal amount. Then the spot with the fewest bites, which I think at this point is, again, Radu or Otto. I may have made a small... No, it's fine. It's fine. He'll attack Radu. He'll attack Radu where he is. So he's going to attack Radu, and he's going to target him, and testing against...
Does it make more sense for it to pull him to Otto?
It does make sense to go to Otto.
Back to Rado?
It does make sense to go to Otto because the defense-wise, Otto has more defense in this case. Yeah. So Otto is going to be able to basically roll 3 gray dice, and I need to get a 5. Can I get 3 gray dice?
Wow.
But I need to get at least a 5 on these 3 gray. And we got a 1, 2, 3. That is not enough, unfortunately. No. So we're going to fail the test, which is not the worst. But we are going to go ahead and take a bite. So can I get a bite marker? I have them over here. And then a push as well. So he's going to push him. Although I wonder, you cannot perform step and run. Push is still relevant. So we're going to be pushed into that zone. And that is basically that. So not the worst, all things considered. But also, did I get the... Technically, no, it didn't matter. I get +1 gray dice, but I rolled all gray dice anyway. Okay, that is basically that. That's where we're at, which means it's time for the Wardens.
Okay.
Yeah, the wardens are going to go. They don't have anything to do because they're all dead. The witch is going to go. They're going to step towards, they're going to move to you, to Fatima. But then I'm going to go ahead and blow up a hollow pumpkin. So I'm going to throw this die over here to roll 3 reds. Although because we have this card in play, it's actually going to be 3 reds, 2 reds, and a gray. So can I get another red? And we're just trying to get 2 successes over here. We're doing a mental attack, so it's 3 successes. So we need 3 successes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the hollow pumpkin is flipped. The trap goes away, and so does the witch. So now she's gone.
So does the witch.
The Wicked Witch is dead.
All right.
Have you seen the trailer for Wicked?
Yeah.
The new trailer?
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to watch Wicked. But fun fact, my math teacher in high school, his daughter played in that play.
Interesting.
Yeah, just fun little tidbit there. Anyways, we're going to have the Executor go. The Executor is currently not on space with anyone, so we can choose to have him move to here or to there. I'd rather have him go here because I think the actions are more concentrated here. So we're going to have him walk there.
There's traps.
Well, the trap's already been activated.
Oh.
So that, although that is an argument to be made against placing him there. No, I think it's fine. All right, cool. I'm trying to think through how I'm going to activate traps next round. But that's it. That's going to be the round. We're going to go ahead, and now we're doing to the cleanup phase. So in the cleanup phase, we're going to get rid of all the cards that are in play. So all these cards are going to go. We are going to go ahead and add a red token. We only have no character has more than 1 bite right now, so we're still going to put only 1 token there. This is going to go away. We're going to get rid of all these cards. We can all take them back over here. Here you go.
Boop.
These go all into your discard. And then we are going to continue with the next round. Now again, you don't draw cards. You either have them or you're taking a rest turn. Rest turns are basically where you're going to be a little bit wounded, so to speak. Now we don't actually have to take out the mausoleum or show off again. Those are just things that give us resources for next rounds, as well as clearing up more opportunity for actions on the card row. And with that, I believe it is Anga's turn.
Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what her thing is.
I don't know what thing means.
Like, she heals and she
heals
draws.
a lot. Yes.
But I'm not sure
if she
what
attacks.
more than that. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to play this, which is Psychotropic Smoke, which will allow me to draw.
Okay.
And then I'll just go from there.
Beautiful. We're going to move the threat marker up 2, so 1, 2, and the first of Rosvan's cards are going to come out. We have Terrorize, so he's going to be attacking us, well, as soon as he can. Then it's Otto's turn. Otto could end the sequence with Boiling Blood, but I don't think I'm ready for that yet. And Corrupted Force is not worth it. Colossal Leap could be useful. Are you doing an attack? No, you're not. I don't think any of these are amazing. They're just fine. Do I want to go with a weaker turn? No, I think I want to power up at this point. I think we're going to go ahead and do Colossal Leap. So we're going to play Colossal Leap, which is going to give us the ability to get a stronger melee attacks, I believe. I might be able to do that twice even. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might be able to do that twice. We'll see how it goes. All right, we're going to move this up 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to go to Radu's turn. Radu's going to try to do as much damage as he possibly can over here.
Sorry, I should do the trap. These traps should be gone, I think.
Oh, yes,
and
yes,
this
thank
one
you.
Would be flipped.
Thank you. Yep.
And then would my swirl thing
I believe so.
Okay.
I can double check the sequence. I believe all of it flips. Cleanup phase, remove each. Yep. They flip
so these do flip.
They do flip, yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm going to play Vox Malice onto this board over here, which is going to move this up 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going to pass a card. We're going to have one of his cards come out. It's a Whirlwind of Blood. Unfortunately, it's a 0 and not a negative modifier, which I was really hoping for. I'm trying to get him weaker.
That would be helpful.
If we can bring it down to 6 defense, there's so much more we can do. Honestly, if we can start taking out his various sides, it'll weaken him even further, which is even better.
Alright.
But I played a card. It's to you, Fatima.
You played for both of them?
I played Vox Malice. Yep.
Alright. So, I will play... I'm gonna play... Vendetta.
Okay.
For Fatima.
Vendetta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over there. Okay.
Alright, and then if we could choose to just stop playing cards, or I could just choose to not play cards for Anka.
You could choose not. You can choose to skip Anka if you want.
Okay, how about we do that? Because she's not very offensive, and I feel like that's what we need right now.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and play... You're doing a melee attack over here, so I think I will power up all our melee attacks over here. So I'm going to add a Colossal Leap again, I believe. I think that makes the most sense. It's tricky, but effectively, I think... Because I could do that alternatively. No, I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. I'm powering up all our basic attacks over there. So I'm going to add another 2 over here. 1, 2. And then we're going to go to Radu over here. And Radu's going to have to see whether he can do. Because I could go ahead and do that attack. Which is not the worst. It's powered up a bit. I don't think there are better options. I think we're going to go ahead and do Tamara over here. Which we're going to sacrifice this card. We'll see how it goes. It's going to go all the way to the top.
Wow.
Which, by the way, we should play 2 more cards. I missed one over there somehow. So we're going to play a Blood Sword, and then we're going to follow it up with Please Be -1 modifier. It's not. It's Sanguine Command, and it's going to attack right now.
Great.
So, Sanguine Command. If there are at least 10 contagion, we are defeated. That does not happen.
Thank goodness.
Each enemy adjacent to an enemy, within 0 from an enemy. So basically, right now we have Radu and Anka are going to be attacked. So I'm going to have Radu activate first. He's going to go ahead and roll... Now, the good news is we do have these cards in. It's going to be a physical attack, and we have 2 defense on physical attacks. 2 extra gray dice are going to be rolled on physical attacks thanks to Otto's 2 cards. So I think I will go ahead and choose to roll 2 blacks and a gray on this roll. So I'm going to roll 2 blacks and a gray to defend. I'm buffed up on the roll. We have to get at least 5, though. So let's see how this goes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, so we are fine on that department. And to you.
I'm getting jealous.
It's been a...
I'm getting a little jealous. All right, so now Anka is rolling.
Yeah, she can roll 1 red and 2 gray, because she has 2 buffs from Otto's cards.
Okay. Well, let's see, because I don't think it's gonna be as good.
You just need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my gosh! Okay,
We're good. We're golden. No attacks hitting us. We are totally
Beautiful.
fine. And with that, it is... Oh, we've activated that card. So one of his cards is down. He's currently has a defense of 7, which is not the number I was hoping for. I wanted to get down to 6. 6 seems so much manageable than 7. And the bad news, for better or for worse, we haven't been failing a lot of attacks. So we haven't been able to buff up our insanity rolls.
I agree.
But with that, I think that it is time to do things. It is time to do things. It's time to do
Yes.
Anka.
Okay.
Anka.
And she is drawing 2?
Yep.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
more offensive attacks. You found
here we go.
your...
Okay. And then I believe, what is the rest?
she can place twice. She can place down another marker on the board.
Yes. Within 0 to 2?
0 to 2 of her spots. Yep.
Okay. And these ones are gonna go away at the end of the
Next round,
so
yeah.
I'm just gonna use them anyway. And I think I might just put them in the same place, honestly. Alright, so that's it for her.
Okay. That means it's going to be on to Otto. We're going to do Colossal Leap over here. So I'm going to go ahead and step 3. So we're going to jump into the spirit square. We're going to go over here, 1, 2, and just drop there. And that's going to be useful because then we can go ahead and use my Executioner's Axe over there to attack the Executed. So I'm going to use the Executioner's Axe. I'm going to flip one of these face down. And I'm going to attack the Executed to take him out. I think this makes the most sense, yeah. We attack the Executed. We're going to flip this. We're going to roll 2 gray and a red because it's buffed by my 2 abilities. So we're going to go ahead and roll this over here. And we got 1, 2, 3, which is exactly what we need 2. We'll need to take out the Executed. So the Executed, well, the card's still in play because we still have another one on the board. So that's going to be another enemy dead. That's fine. We're cool with that. We're cool with that. I'm happy with that.
All right.
It's going to move on to Radu over here. Radu twice now can go ahead and attack within range 0. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to use Puppet Boots over here to flip this down and step 1 because I need to be able to get 1. Oh, no. I think I'll get... Well, I'm oh-knowing again over here. We're going to move here because I think we are going to try to take him out. Now, he is from the reverse over here, so we are going to go to his left side to try to attack him over here. And then we're going to attack him there. We are going to go ahead and put a stuffed armor in place. We're going to flip this to place a trap on the board because our attacks, in this case, we're using our attacks based on from his traps. So he's using Vox Malice. We have to do an attack range 0 from yourself or from one of your traps. So I guess technically I didn't need the trap in play because it could be myself. But we're going to go ahead and attack, and we are going to roll our strength attribute, but we can buff those 2 reds to grays thanks to Otto. So we're rolling 3 grays right now, and we're rolling 3 grays against... I'm going to do this twice, by the way. We're rolling 3 grays against him. He's got a defense of 7.
Okay.
I'm not feeling super optimistic.
I feel okay about it.
At the very least, if I fail, I'll be able to increase my insanity and do the exact same thing again. So we're going to roll, and we got a 6.
Okay.
That was like a pretty good roll, too.
Yeah. What did you need?
7.
7. Literally, you can't. You can.
I think it's anything.
Oh, you can't reroll.
No, I can't
I'm
reroll.
the wrong person.
We're going to go ahead and earn a reroll because we missed. We will do the exact same thing again, trying to attack. This time we have the ability to reroll, fortunately. And that's not good enough. Is it good
Keep
enough?
the 2 and reroll.
Is it worth it?
I would keep the 2 and reroll.
I'll do it. We're going to keep the 2 over here, and we're going to reroll over here. Nope. But again, my insanity will buff me up again. This is the problem. He is hard to take down. All these enemies are kind of in the way. He is the ultimate threat as to why we're trying to take things down. I think that's that. We may as well try to... I don't want to loot the mausoleum. I don't want more enemies on the board right now. I want to take them out. Okay, we're going to move on to Fatima.
Okay. And so what are our last 2 objectives? One of them is the mausoleum.
One of them is a mausoleum, and one is show off. So anyone who has 2 cards in the row, which would be my 2 characters.
Okay. Okay. So the first thing would be I would need to have 2 bites.
Yeah.
I think I planned this when people were closer, and no one's really that close anymore. Although I can attack this guy.
You could attack that guy.
Okay. So I'm attacking with my fist.
Do you also have any cards that let you move?
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
If you want to.
Or
even increase your range.
So. I think I can do it after I do damage.
You can increase your range if you want.
I can increase my range, though.
If you're trying to attack Razvan.
Yeah, because what is my current range? 0 to 1.
0
so
to
yeah,
1.
sure. I want to attack him. So I'll do this.
Okay, so you just flip that.
Alright. And then I am now attacking...
Razvan.
With which attribute?
You're attacking Razvan. You're rolling with your star thingy, so you're rolling 3 grays because you're buffed.
Okay.
Buffed by Otto.
Alright.
Otto basically provides moral support to everyone.
He's really great.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I have a reroll.
You can go
so
ahead.
I'm going to keep the 3.
Okay.
And I feel like we're going to be fine.
I'm optimistic.
Oh!
That's 6.
That's fine.
That's 6. Do you have anything you can do to buff
Okay,
anything?
I have this.
Oh, yeah, do that. Do that. Why not?
Okay. And what does it do?
You get to reroll.
Okay.
So if you can roll even a 2 on this die, you'd be good.
You think I should reroll just the 1? Yeah.
I think.
Ah.
That's a 3. Boom. We got our first wound against Razvan.
Beautiful.
So this is the way it's going to play out over here. You can attack. We probably should have dictated this. Because you're attacking from the rear, you can attack his right wing or his left wing. It might be, and this is what I'm not entirely sure about line of sight because of the angle over there. It might be you have to attack his right wing. So let's just go ahead and say that just in case. Because honestly, it doesn't matter either way. So we're going to have his right wing, although technically I guess from his front it would be his left wing. His left wing is being attacked. So you're going to hit his left wing over here. We're going to draw the first card over here. If it's an instant card, we have to draw another one. It is. So it's going to go into the discard pile. We're going to draw another one until you draw a non-instant card. His instant cards always stay in play. This card effectively is going to be going to his left wing to mark that we've done 1 wound to his left wing. And now, because we have the maximum number of wounds, because again, his 2 sides only get 1 as a level 1 boss, we are going to go ahead. His defense is now reduced by 1 on both attributes. So if there are more attacks even this round, we're only attacking at a 6 instead of a 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, and if you take out his right wing, that same benefit will happen again. So it'll be further reduced, so you can make him weaker. So good shot. You took out the first wound on Razvan. 1 of 4.
And you know, I have this reinforced corset that says when I inflict damage to someone who's not on the tile where I am, I can flip it to move.
Okay.
And I'm going to do that as well, just to move like closer.
Okay.
Like not too close, but closer.
And with that, we move on to Colossal Leap over here. So Otto can now Colossal Leap, although I don't know if it significantly really matters based on where he's positioned. I think he's doing just fine at being a center buff for everyone. So I think we're just going to skip our turn there. I could, in theory... No, let's just skip. I'm going to skip. We're going to go ahead to Tamara. Tamara can go ahead. This is where it's interesting, because right about now, I could sacrifice my card, not myself, to go ahead and attack. And I think, honestly, it makes sense, because you've weakened him. So right now, I don't know how his cards are going to play out next round. He might have a higher defense, so I'm going to attack his right wing right now. So this card over here requires it be sacrificed. That's the downside over here. So we're going to go ahead and require the card. We're going to sacrifice the card. Unfortunately, it goes to our pool over here. We get to do a physical attack. We're doing it at this attribute over here. So 2 blacks and a gray is what we're going to be rolling. We do have reroll, which is nice. And we are going to go ahead and roll at a 6. We just need 6 over here, which is manageable.
Doable.
Manageable. That is a good start because we're going to use our reroll. And we're going to roll these 2. We only need to get to 6 with 2 dice. And we got it. Whoa!
Beautiful. 9. No big
9s
deal.
are achievable. We're going to go take out his right wing. So we're going to go ahead and draw his next card. So we have to shuffle up his cards over here. because we need to restore his deck. We're going to go ahead and draw a card until we draw a non-instant card. Again, those instant cards, it does mean his deck, unfortunately, getting a little stronger because he's going to be drawing more of his fast-paced attacks. But we're going to go ahead and reveal a card. And we got Send to the Salt is going to be an instant card, so that's going to go away. And we have this one, Terrorize, is going to go under his right wing. The good news is he now is down to 1 further defense. So it's he's even weaker than he was before, which is a good thing. We do need to get 2 hits to his front, though, and positioning does matter. So we need to go ahead and attack him at his front and take him out. And that was our turn. So now it's going to be his turn, where now he's going to react. So he's going to go ahead. He's already did Sanguine Command. He's going to do Blood Sword. He's going to target the square that is any range furthest away, least health. Interesting. Furthest away. So that's going to be going to Anga over there. So he's charging directly towards Anga. Okay. Now what's interesting right about now is he's currently at 5. Do I want to be crazy? I think I'm going to be crazy. Because he stepped into my trap, I'm going to go ahead and blow up one of my traps, this one specifically because it's already going away. I'm going to use my Hollow Pumpkin to blow up a trap and attack him with 3 red dice. Yeah. It's not going to work.
Do it.
It's impossible.
Why?
Because the trap is mental damage, and his mental defense is only augmented by 2, which means I need to get 7, and the maximum I could get is 6. So never mind. I mean, I could roll, it's just not going to make a difference. No, I'm going to do it. Because I'm going to fail and then buff up my chart over here.
That's fair.
Why not?
That's fair.
So you're going to pass me a red die. Let's just see if I can get 6, because why not? Moral support. That 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. I got 4, which is already pretty cool. We are going to buff up my insanity because I missed and failed the attack. Okay, and that is that. Then he has to go ahead and he has to attack you. So he's going to be doing a double attack. Oh my gosh. He's attacking you twice.
That's okay.
Okay.
She's okay.
But you're going to be attacking against either your top 2 attributes. You can choose which one's better. They're both equally... Yeah, you want to do strength, I guess, because you only need 5 successes. I did that wrong. Because it's a melee attack and you're still benefiting from Otto's melee boost over here, you should get 2 gray dice. So you get 1 red, 2 gray. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So up to you. I think you take the hit. Yeah. Alright, so you're going to take a wound. You will bump up your insanity track by 1. And then because...
I can't.
If he inflicts any wounds at all... Oh, and actually you get hit twice. So you take 2 wounds.
Okay.
And we're going to put 1 token on the card. That was Blood Sword. Then we're going to go ahead and have him do Whirlwind of Blood. He's going to target the spot with the most enemies. So he's going to walk into this square over here. He's going to charge in there. And then we're going to go ahead and have him do each enemy within 0 to 1. So all of us... Oh, that's bad. All of us are testing against a mental attack. So let's go left to right over here.
Great.
A mental attack, either the bottom 2 attributes. I'm going to have Otto roll 3 grays. 3 grays we need. Oh my gosh. Okay, can I get another gray?
Are we
I need to get 6. We are not buffed for this one. This is mental. So I need a 6, and I did not get a 6. So we're going to go ahead and move up 1.
Can you,
going to
do you
lose.
Have rerolls with
I
him?
could, but at this point I think I want to use it to attack him.
Okay.
I want to buff up to possibly even get,
That's fair.
Maybe even more. We'll see. Alright, then we're going to go have Rado be attacked, and Rado's going to roll 2 grays and a red, and you get 5 successes. 1, 2. Wow. He's like undefeatable. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and have Fatima go.
Okay, and I'm rolling...
So either of these 2, but this one requires 5 successes, requires 6 successes.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I lied. 4 successes.
5 and 4.
5 and 4.
Well, I'll try this anyway.
You're trying the 5? 1, 2, 2.
Nope.
So you're going to buff up 1 insanity and take a wound.
Okay.
And we place a contagion on Rosfun's Nemesis card.
Alright.
Okay, and actually I think we're going to do that for him as well. So we actually have 5 contagion. Actually, it's not great. That's not great.
I'm sorry, it's the bottom 2?
Bottom 2, but the bottommost one would be only 3 successes. 4 successes you need.
Okay. Ooh. Beautiful.
Boom, you're
Done
good.
For her at least.
Yeah, he just put a bunch of tokens on that card, which is not great. That's going to be his Whirlwind of Blood, and then we're going to go to Terrorize over here, where he's going to target the square with the most enemies. He's already on there, and then he's going to run there, and each enemy on the square is going to be attacked. So we're going to start with, I think it's let's start with Otto and then Fatima. Mm-hmm. Otto's going to go ahead and go, and he's testing against either the bottom 2. But I think I'm going to go with the bottom most because I need 5 successes, but I have better stats there. So 5, we got 1, 2, we failed, which means we're going to be getting a bite. The good news is we're not getting wounded. We are getting a bite, and we are going to be pushed. let's go ahead and push ourselves over here. And then we are going to, I think, actually get pushed directly across because based on where he is. And we go up 1 on this track. Then he's going to attack you.
Okay.
So again, either 4 on this track or 5 in the bottom one.
Alright. So I'm going to do 2 red and a black. Let's see how this goes.
1, 2, 3.
3. And how many do I need?
You need 4. You would just get a bite. And be pushed.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I have a bite?
Yes.
Thank you.
And you're going to go up 1 on your sanity track as well. Okay. And that's going to be all his cards. His cards are done. There's only 1 enemy on the board, and that's going to be the Executed, who's happy and content where he is, which means now we're going to go to the cleanup phase. Cleanup phase, we have 2 bites on you, which means we are going to go ahead and add 2 markers to this track. Now again, remember once he gets 10...
2 bites on you.
Yeah, he just goes with whoever's the most.
Okay.
Pick any character who has the most bites, and that character is going to...
I just don't know why I was singled out here.
It was me. But the bad news is we're at 7. As much as we're doing decently, he is at 7 contagion. And if he draws that instant hit when he's at 10 contagion, we lose. So there is that to be mindful of. But I think with that, we're done. We can go ahead and well, not done the game, but done the round. So to that end, we can go ahead and flip all our cards.
I think I maybe took a card back. Did we play?
No, I took the card back when I burnt it. I sacrificed the card.
I see.
So these are going to come off the board.
And now Fatima would be going first.
Fatima would be going first. Okay. These go into our discard pile. If we need to draw things.
She doesn't have many cards.
Okay. I'm realizing we still probably should have taken out some more things here, but I really don't want to spawn enemies, so I'm not sure what's better or worse. But let's go ahead and have another banging turn over here and see if we can make him as weak as possible.
Alright. So first I'm going to start off with Tracer Shot with Fatima.
Okay. That's going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, putting our first card into play, and it's a 0. Sanguine Command. Instant attack over here. So, if at least 10 contagion, not going to be relevant, but it is going to target anyone who's range 0 from an enemy, which is only Anka. So only Anka's being attacked on either of her bottom 2, or her top or second top attribute. So 3 red dice either way.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah. 3 red dice, and hopefully you don't get hit too harshly.
Alright.
You just need to get 5, and you got 1, 2.
2.
So you take a wound and go up 1. Or you can reroll.
Yeah, I'll reroll. I might as well.
And you are still dead. So you get 1 back up, and you take a wound.
So that's my last card. I can take a wound.
So you're fine for right now. When you have to draw cards, you're going to shuffle your discard pile. Do you have a discard pile?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, and that was his card, which at least is gone and done with. And now it's, that was your turn. Now it's on to Anka.
Okay. So, I may need help with this.
Okay.
This would be each enemy
in relation to you over here. So that means all enemies. You pick yourself, you pick the station square, and you attack all enemies in the square.
Alright. I'm going to play this, because that would basically allow me to attack him twice.
Not necessarily him twice. This is a sacrifice.
Right.
So you attack him once.
Well, and I would do the top ability first.
That's true. You attack him twice.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2.
Great.
I lied. Definitely could attack him twice. I just wasn't reading that properly.
You're fine.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
I kind of need to attack him. I can't do that yet because that would just not be good. Giving ourselves a boost. Is that a mental attack? Those are 2 mental attacks. So I think doing a Henbane Brew is not the worst because he's currently at 7 mental events. So I'll give you plus dice on mental attacks on this card over here.
Great.
So I'm going to go up 1, which means his next card is going to come out. And he has -1 on the physical. So currently he's operating at a 6 physical already. Alright, we're going to go to Radu over here. Can Radu draw any cards that actually deal damage?
You know, I'm thinking about that card, Alex.
Yeah.
That I played for Anka.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing I need to be attacking him from the front.
Okay. Do you have any movement abilities on your cards?
Yeah, I could have played this first, and it would have still let me play that other card, but
it's
it
chaining
bumps
ability
us up a lot.
for 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think bumping up is a bad thing per se. I will go ahead and play Truth Vortex over here, which can bump us up 3. 1, 2, 3. That's going to put another card into play over here. So Whirlwind of Blood, which is not great, and his defense is not even adjusted. And then on to Fatima over here.
I only have one card left with Fatima.
So if you only have one card, you must rest.
Oh, okay.
So you must play the card face down over here.
Oh.
That's going to be a rest turn. And it's going to bump us up 1, and that's it. But it's a mandatory rest turn.
All right.
Resting is going to have you discard your hand when you get there, and then you pull back up to 5 cards. Mm-hmm. Well, discard as many cards as you want, and pull back up to 5 cards. Okay, and that's the situation. So we start with Tracer Shot over here.
Okay. Just because it's a bit far away, can you help me with... You can even just go through it.
So, going through it, you can flip... If you want to move, then you can go ahead and do that, but I don't know if you need to move.
No.
You can go to the next spot over here. You can attack range 1 with a melee physical attack. So his defense currently is 6 physically.
Well, let's try it.
Okay. And you're doing your top thing, so you're doing 2 reds and a black.
And I have 1 reroll here, an auto success here if I want.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not good. I'm gonna straight up... I can do this to reroll everything?
Yeah, start with reroll, yeah.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna reroll everything.
That seems legit, because we should have 2 more wounds, which is both really far and really close at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
And what do I need?
So you need to get to 6. So you could either reroll or hold on to that success, or I don't know.
Yeah, let's just reroll them all again.
Okay. All of them?
Yeah.
Right, go up to you.
Like, what am I hoping for, you know?
A 3. You're hoping for a 3, clearly.
Like, but...
I don't think it's a bad... I don't think it's a wrong decision. I think it's either way.
Well, I guess I could leave this at 1.
That was a 1?
That one was a 1.
That was a 1 makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Ah.
Best it can be is 2, so...
Yeah. So I'll leave this one at a 1 and reroll the other 2.
That's 5.
Ugh. Well, that's as far as I could get.
That's sad.
Okay.
But it is what it is. Alright. You get to move up 1 on the track. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, that's going to be a Tracer Shot. We're going to move down...
And then she also sets up the next person.
For the next person for an attack, yeah. Which means it's now on to Anka.
And I can move her before I use that attack?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
At any point, anyone can use this and just mark it as used.
And we still have to hit him from the back, though?
From the front.
Everything is from the front now?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I have move 2, correct?
Yeah.
So I'll go 1, 2, up with everybody. We're going to be in trouble when we attack
depending on what he does.
Alright, and then I'm going to attack him.
Okay, go for it.
And I believe I get to attack him with the mask symbol?
You get to attack him with the... What you're doing this stack or this
Either
one?
Either
so
one.
if you're doing this one, you just go ahead and do 3 red dice.
Okay.
Which is hard to hit that, but you could get a 6.
You don't buff me here?
I don't buff you in this time around.
Okay, so that's a no. That's such a no.
You do buff up your...
I get a loss thing now.
Insanity thing, which is nice.
Okay. And then, what's my other attack?
This is now done, so marked as used. You've now did a... everyone within 1 can heal 1. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Each person within 0... Oh, no, you'd have to put a thing out.
Of my thing. I have 1 here.
Yeah, you have to do it within 0. Everyone within 0 would heal 1, so it won't help you.
Mind.
Okay. Alright, so then go to the next one. You could sacrifice this card for each hero from one of yourself can draw 1. If you sacrifice this card, everyone can draw a card.
No, I won't.
Okay, no problem. Then we go to Vitriolic Blaze.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and attack, range 0 to 1. This is going to be a mental attack. So you're attacking at a strength of 7, unfortunately. Because he has 2 reduced mental, but you will get +1 die for it, a +1 gray.
Do I get to use the bottom attribute?
You do... You're using... Yes, the bottom one, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You're rolling +1 gray. Wait, do you have additional? Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay.
So I'm rolling an extra gray? Or
No.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
6.
Oh, +1 success.
Yeah, there we go.
Boom.
So this brings me back to 0. Okay.
That's going to be 7. You will have hit him in the front face over here. We're going to draw a card. This is an instant card, so it's ignored. And we have this one, which is going to go out of play, and it's going to be his first card over here.
Great.
So we need to do 1 more hit from his front in order to take him out.
Great. And was that I think I have another attack if I banish this card as well.
Yes, you do.
And is it the same attribute?
It would be a mental attack again.
Okay.
It's the same way. Wait, no, it's not the same attribute. It's going to be this one over here, but with a plus. It's actually better.
It's not the mask one?
Yeah, it's actually 1 higher. You'll get a 2 black and a gray. You're being buffed by auto.
Oh, great.
So it's actually a pretty solid roll for this. You should get 7. Just need to get 7.
Just 7.
That was not 7.
5.
It was a good roll, but it wasn't 7.
Let's see. None of this helps.
The card is sacrificed too.
Okay.
Okay. That you can buff up your insanity marker over there.
Yeah.
And then we get to Henbane Rue. So he's going to go ahead and he can step one if he wants. I don't see the need strongly, and then he can draw one. So he'll go ahead and draw one, putting him at no more cards left in his stack over there. And then we get to Tooth Vortex, or we get to Rado over here. So he's going to be doing Tooth Vortex.
Is Rado attacking?
No, he's going to start by drawing 2 cards. So he's going to draw 2 cards from his deck over here, because he can. And then he can place down a trap, which is going to be as good as we can be. Place down a trap over here, because why not?
Okay.
And I don't think there's much else that we really can do. And then you get to go ahead and draw 5 cards with Fatima.
Okay.
Okay. That's our turns, which means now we get to...
I only have 4, so I shuffle
so
my
you shuffle your
discard.
discard pile and draw another card. Alright, we go to Whirlwind of Blood. He's going to target... Oh, this is going to be so brutal. We did not set ourselves up for success here. I think I should at least move. I'm going to have him move out a square. So he's going to go ahead and flip one. You know what? Honestly, no. Forget it. It's all good. We'll deal with it. Because maybe at the very least we'll just power up additional successes and just take the hits. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is the following. We're going to have Whirlwind of Blood. He's targeting our zone. Everyone is going to defend with either of the bottom 2 attributes. It's going to be a 5 defense or a 4 defense on this.
Okay.
Although it is bad. Because, whatever, we'll do this. It might be bad. Alright, we're going to have Otto over here start. Otto's going to roll 3 dice, 3 green, 3 gray dice. He's rolling on a 4 success over here. That's a not enough.
You can do an auto success.
I know, but I don't want to because I'm trying to power up over here to get 2. I don't want to. The problem is I think I have to. I'm going to do it. I hate it, but the problem is if we get 10 tokens there, then we're in trouble.
Yeah.
And that's the only one that's going to add 10 tokens to the board. So we want to avoid that happening because if we lose mid-draw next round, it's not satisfying.
That's fair.
Alright, Rado over here is going to go ahead and go, and he's going to power up his lower 2. He's going to 2, and this attack is it's interesting. So I could do a 3 gray one trying to get 6 over here. And we got nothing there, so he's going to power up over there.
Wow.
And we're going to add, unfortunately, 1 marker here. Then it's going to be to you. Okay. Now you do get an extra gray.
Okay, so I'm going to do this.
Okay. Nothing. You go up 1 over here.
And I take a wound?
Oh, you take a wound too. I haven't been doing that even. But so he's going to have to shuffle.
Okay, and then I'll have Anga also do it.
Okay, and that means 1 more. So he's currently at 9 over there. So we're not looking the bestest over here. That gets beautiful. Okay, so we're only at 9 and not 10, which is perfect because 10 is how we die.
That was amazing.
Okay, and you're good. So that's going to be that. We're going to go to Vicious Bite over here. Vicious Bite is going to be... Oh, he should have been moving into our zone. He should have run to our zone over here.
And there's a trap in there.
There is a trap. I could have the trap set off. I don't see a reason why not. I think I'll go ahead and do so. So, I'll go ahead and set the trap off over here, because why not? Let's roll 3 red dice. See what happens. I don't think it's possible. Same problem. I think he had a 7.
Because it's a 7.
No, he had a 6. He had a 6. If I got 2, if I get the best roll ever... Nope, not the best roll ever. But I do get to move up 1 more on this track.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be a trap set off. So the trap's going to leave. And then we are going to this card over here, the Vicious Bite. He's targeting, well, our square. He's going to attack everyone in our square, specifically... Yeah, everyone in our square. No, he's attacking, a single person in our square. And he's attacking the person with the fewest bites, which is going to be Radu. So he's attacking Radu, and Radu is going to go ahead and roll defensively against a melee attack. So we're going to roll 2 black and a red. So we're going to grab these out of the way, and we have to get at least a 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So nothing happens to us there, and we are fine.
There's your 7.
Not the 7 I wanted. That's going to be the card. That's going to be all the enemies, except for the Executioner is going to wander into our zone and step into our zone. So he's going to step straight into our zone. None of us can move right now until we kill the Executioner.
We're all together.
But we all could just also take up Rodsvan alone. That's going to be around. We're going to go ahead and go to the cleanup phase. Oh... In the cleanup phase, we're going to go ahead and add 2 more red tokens. So we're not dead yet, but if we draw the card that says if you have 10 cards, you have 10 contagion. Yeah. So we're doing close, but we might die.
We're okay.
We might die.
All right.
All the cards go back to the players.
Now what happens with this one? It gets
that goes to this card, yeah. Okay. I forgot about that. element there. The extra 2. Here you
Yeah.
go.
So now would Anka be the first one?
Anka, it would be...
Fatima had a card here face down.
Yes, then Anka's the first one. We're going to go ahead and shuffle his pile over here, keeping in mind that some of these cards are instant death cards, so there is that fun little uncertainty.
Okay. I think I should just plan for attack, right?
I think so. The thing we need to be careful about is if we think, because any card can kill us, if we think we can kill him, we could possibly just stop playing and just call it. Okay?
What dice do you roll?
That's way too specific.
If I do a mental attack, you're not buffing my things, right?
Auto can only buff physical this round.
I think I'm gonna pass and not have Anka do a thing, because, like, she's gonna move the thing up by 4, and I don't think it's that worth it.
Well, we have to move it up by 1 by default. We don't have a choice.
I know, but I'm saying, like, I think other people, even Fatima, have better things to do.
Okay. So, the tricky part is we need to roll well. I could do that, and I have no rerolls, so it's not even useful. +1 to the next melee attack and his activation. I don't have enough bites. I almost want more bites. Okay. I think I'll go ahead and do this, maybe? I need more bites. I need to get bitten more. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'll play Corrupted Force. The question is, if I get +1 success, and I'm rolling that, I don't know if it's enough. I'll play it. I'll play Corrupted Force over here. We'll see how it plays out. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to see if we instantaneously die. We do not.
Okay.
Not yet. Alright. We're going to take a look at Radu over here and see what Radu can do to possibly...
Do you think your guy can do it?
Radu can... The
Not
question
Radu,
is...
the other guy.
It's a chance, but it could go south. And the truth is, the question is, what's the downside of... I don't know. I think Radu over here can trigger 2 attacks, which is nice, especially considering he has a plus guaranteed success over here. So I think Radu is well situated for an attack.
Okay.
But the tricky part there is if it causes it to go over, we're in trouble.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and go for it. I'm going to play it 1, 2, 3, 4, and we hopefully will not die. We did not die. But he is going to instantly attack.
Great.
So he's going to target a square. He's going to convoke an enemy on the square. So he's sending to the assault, so we're convoking an enemy. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle it up over here, although that should be in play. So we're going to convoke an enemy. We have Night Flux. So the bats are going to start on his square, if you want to put the bats on a square.
Okay.
Then each enemy within 0 to 1 is going to be attacked. So all of us are going to be attacked right now. Which is not the worst, honestly, because that actually can set up Radu for having 2 successes.
That's fair.
On 2 instant successes, which is what I was hoping for. So Radu's going to go ahead. So he's going to go ahead and attack. He's going to attack. Actually, he's going to attack and bite, which is actually nice too because it can power up his attack as well. So he's going to go ahead, start with him over here. He's going to roll 2 blacks and a red against an attack of 5.
All right.
We got 1, 2, 3,
Oh
4.
my gosh.
Not enough. We buffed it up. It's okay. We got reroll and we take a wound, which means we're going to need to shuffle all our cards over here and then take a wound. Okay. So that's going to be the first attack. And then we're going to get a bite attack, which we're going to try to test against as well. And we're going to test 3 reds, because I actually kind of want the bite.
Now, is he attacking everybody?
He's attacking everyone with an attack and a bite, yeah. And we got 1, 2, 3. We failed that, so we get an instant success. And we get a bite. That one I actually wanted. I specifically chose the worst attributes. We're going to go ahead and have Radu do the same thing. So let's just get rid of this card over here. Radu's going to do the exact same thing. We're going to roll against... 5 over here, so we're going to roll 1 gray and 2 reds. And we're trying to get 5 successes over here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to buff up over here, which is what I was hoping for. And he will take the wound. But again, I think at this point that our deck's not the threat. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and then deal with the next thingy, which is where we're going to roll 3 successes to get... well, this one we'll try to avoid, actually, because I don't see the benefit. So I'll roll 2 of these over here. And we got 1, 2... Just 1, 2, so we are going to take a bite. And then to you.
Okay. And which one am I?
So you're rolling the top attribute's going to be a 5, and the next attribute's a 6.
Okay. And nothing is buffed right now?
Nothing's buffed.
Come on.
Nothing's buffed.
Come on. Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3. You got 3.
3. Alright, so I would take...
A wound and go up 1 in insanity. Okay.
This isn't good.
You are definitely weak.
Alright, and then for the next one, it's the same?
The lower 2 attributes, and you need a 4.
Okay.
Either of these do.
Alright, so I'll do this.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. You get a bite, and you go up one more.
Okay.
Okay. And then on to Anka.
I'm gonna... I mean, not that it super matters, but I'm not gonna take the bite. I'm gonna try this first.
Okay.
Because all I need is one more, right?
Yep.
Nope, okay. Alright, and now for Anka?
Yep. Top 2 attributes, either a 5 or a 4, so I guess you're doing the same either way, so 5.
Ah! Whoops. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that what I needed?
Nope, you need a 5.
Even for the bottom one?
Correct.
Okay.
So you're going to go up 1 on the insanity and take a wound.
I can't with her.
So you can shuffle your deck and discard.
I wonder if with that I might take the reroll.
Okay.
And reroll this and hope.
You got
I did it.
6.
Okay.
Alright, so no attack over there, but you still have to defend against the wound.
Yeah.
So either the bottom 2 attributes.
Okay.
Going for a 4 either way.
Which is going to be 30 gray for me.
That's
Beautiful.
Good. Perfect.
She did fine.
Alright, and with that, I think we should probably stop playing more cards.
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
and so we're going to go ahead and have, even though we have more enemies in play, I think between...
Yeah, let's just see. Let's try.
Alright, we're going to have Corrupted Force over here. We're going to have try to have him attack over here. He's going to attack at range, attacking him right there, doing a basic melee attack. So
Right
we're
in
doing
the face.
2 reds and 2 blacks and a red. We are going to go ahead and we have +1 success added if we need to. So we could benefit from that. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's see how it goes. He currently has a defensive -2. Ooh, that's good. He has -2 plus his current -2. He's only a 5 right now for physical attacks. He's a 5 for physical attacks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Beautiful.
And I think that takes him out.
That takes him out?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the second face
Okay,
of
we'll
move.
see if the next card was the bad one because I was so scared.
I mean, any of these next cards. The next card could have been nope, but the next one after that would have been the bad one.
Wow, very
So if we had done, I think there are 2 of them in the stack that did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are two cards in the stack that did that, which is why I was scared. But that is going to be taking out Razvan. Now, we were a little suboptimal over here. We have 2 more cards in the abilities and events that we did not accomplish. That doesn't give us the resources for the future. It also meant we were always dealing with slightly more limited card row. But other than that, we took out Razvan on level 1. That's where the game would have you going through whole phases of building up your character, going through the day phase, building things up, gathering, developing decks. There's a whole card market you haven't seen, so you can really build out your decks, gather new items. These are just a subset of the items you have in play, while you tackle a variety of assortment of bosses who are ramping up in power in different ways. That's basically a gameplay of Blood. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Nag.
And have a good one.
Bye.